Stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong. In today's culture, that's labeled toxic masculinity. But Scripture reveals the truth. Strength rooted in love is biblical masculinity. Make your choice.
Welcome back
to the Choice Podcast.
That's exactly right. I like that intro much better, Josh.
We're on episode number 66, y'all. And we know that because last time I used my fingers.
I don't remember that, but
63, 4, and 5.
The numbers are red. Josh is involved in the intro, so we actually got the episode right. We have started off hot tonight, Joshua.
Not too hot. It's snowing, which is
dude.
weird, but whatever.
Come on.
Whatever. I'm ready. I'm ready for it to be over. I love winter.
You love winter? You're from Louisiana.
But I'm done with this. Done with the snow.
What do you love about winter?
Winter clothes, man. They're so much better than summer clothes.
Okay. I'll buy that.
I don't like being sweaty.
Yeah. Is that why you moved here? Amongst other reasons.
Other reasons mostly. Most of which I'm second guessing.
What'd you say in Louisiana is there's hot and then there's
oppressively hot?
Yeah, that's it. You have two seasons.
It's oppressively hot. Yeah. In the wintertime, it gets cold for a day and a half, and then it gets hot.
Yeah, dude, it's March. So in real world today, it's March 2nd. In podcast world, it's March 8th. No, not 11th, I think. March 11th. But either way, it's snowing here, and I didn't even expect it neither. So I'm like looking outside the window. I was doing work, and I was actually supposed to go. So we got my son Levi for Christmas. We got him new golf clubs, Josh. His first full set. And he's been on a tear at the driving range, just wanting to. Oh yeah, and for Christmas. So actually, if you haven't done this and your young children are into golf, like the local golf club treats their youth pretty well.
Really,
for a very not much rate. We got him for his birthday access to all the golf he wants after 11 o'clock a.m. any day of the week. And for $15 a month, unlimited driving range access. And so if you do that, if you go to the driving range right now, it's like $8 for a medium bucket. And so
that's pretty good.
You go twice or go hit 2 medium buckets.
He's made his money back.
Oh, yeah.
Your money back.
Exactly. But our money, it doesn't matter. But yeah, so we got him that for his birthday. He's 16 in 2 days on Thursday. Yep, I know.
On the 5th?
It actually, yeah, so for his birth it's 4th. 5th.
It's
4th.
The 5th.
Oh, his birthday's Wednesday. Hold on, I'm going to get to that. I know where you're going.
Catherine's birthday is tomorrow.
Interesting that. You know what, Maddie B? It's now or never. What else happened in this week, Josh?
Catherine's birthday.
Nah, well, maybe. We love you, Catherine.
The Iditarod.
You were in Alaska this time last year, but I'm not going to let you go down a rabbit hole because we got something for you first. Maddie B, what's so special about Thursday, March 5th?
Maybe someone's birthday, maybe?
It was my grandparents'
That's a disaster tonight.
My grandparents' anniversary. That's what it was.
Oh, our man Joshua's birthday. Give him some music, Josh.
Getting older. Just getting older.
Hey, Maddie B, get that man his present.
Oh, boy. Be scared? Maybe so. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Some big dog biscuit right here.
No, way better.
Should I open this
open.
right now?
Absolutely.
Open away, because we're going to...
Y'all talked to my wife, didn't you?
Well, I didn't, and he didn't, but my sweet wife did.
Because I can already smell it.
Oh, yeah.
I know exactly what this is.
I was in my calendar. Oh. Yeah, oh, yeah. So I was in my calendar looking today, and what's going on this week, and I saw on Thursday Josh's birthday. I'm like, imagine that. What should we do, Maddie B? And I said, hey, Christina. Oh, yeah. Okay, so for anybody who can't see it, that's banana bread.
Oh,
so I
my
said,
favorite.
Christina, will you please text Holly and see, like, what does Josh like? And she said, banana or carrot bread, carrot cake. And Christina's like, well, I've never made a carrot cake, and I like banana bread. So she made that this afternoon. It's probably still warm. So why don't you go get you some of that? Are we singing happy birthday, or are we just rolling?
Nope.
We don't need to sing happy
Nah,
birthday. That's
we
a
got it.
child's game. Get you some of that banana bread and
Look,
pass it
we got
around.
plates here, man. We got plates already.
Well, happy birthday early, Josh.
Man,
Happy
thank you guys.
birthday.
Thank you.
Here's the sad piece.
23
Plus.
this year.
times 2.
No, we don't want to be 23 again. We've done that once. It put a lot of miles.
It's a lot of miles. That ain't
A lot of
lying there.
miles on
And
there.
my man, Matty B. So I was like, Matty B, when's your birthday? Because we were texting on the side. He's like, December 16th. I'm like, how do we miss it? And then I remembered. Did you get yourself one?
I did.
All right. I was like, how do we miss it? And then he said, and I remembered that it was because, get you one that Matty B.
I'll get one in between.
Because we weren't recording that. Remember, we had December off mostly because we were way ahead. So
Yeah.
we'll have to come back and catch him up. But he did get a grill for Christmas, so we kind of did.
This is
Griddle.
delicious.
Is it good?
This is delicious.
Oh, that's good. Well, happy birthday,
And with
buddy.
coffee, how can you miss?
Oh, do
Thank you,
dip it in
Christina.
coffee?
Thank you. I don't dip it in there.
I'm gonna.
I see you did that.
I would hope so. What
I,
do you think about
she
that?
did that.
Dude, it's good.
Worth a shot.
It's good. It's good in the coffee.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got banana nut bread floating in your coffee. It's weird.
She almost put chocolate chips in this thing. You ever have that?
I wouldn't have been mad about that either.
No. And so I don't know if you can see this on the camera world, but like Matthew Bravo has built himself a house of cards with my camera or my phone at the top of it. We're a low budget, redneck-esque establishment.
Absolutely.
Okay.
High content, low budget,
We've-
high content.
We finally got out of Facebook jail,
Spirit led.
which means Facebook jail is when you start a new account, it is 100 followers and 60 days. Well, we were way over 100 followers early, but the 60 days of creation thing we finally surpassed, and we're now allowed to go Facebook Live, okay? And we're going to, at some point tonight,
I'm still eating.
yeah, we're trying to decide whether we go to do a little Facebook Live drop in for
I
a
say
few
we
minutes.
do it, man. Who cares?
I say we full send too, but like,
It's how we do everything. We just run right through the door, knock the
Maddie's-
wall apart.
hey, take a picture of Maddie's house of cards, Josh, because I'm going to post this onto the page. I don't know if I trust you to do this, Matthew.
You don't?
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Let me
trust
try
myself.
to describe what he's got.
I
A
trust
table.
myself.
He's got his Bible and phone on one side. He's got a stack of books, 8 books high. It almost look. Oh, he has a cup. Yeah, that's right.
There it is.
Pose for the photo. He's got 8 books, a cup, a duct tape roll, and my phone on the very top of this thing. We'll post this, but I don't know, man.
Dude, this is so good.
You like it?
Oh, it's great.
Eat away. What's your birthday? I'm gonna be eating and it's got rudely talking.
I don't matter. I am too.
So we're figuring out this Facebook Live thing, but one thing we can't get, Josh, because man, how long is this gonna go? We're gonna talk about this forever, but we'll hit it quickly. One thing, like I don't have my phone, which is a good thing because I've been trying to get away and off of my phone for the last 3-4 days because this whole and it's current event. So today's March 2nd, and you're not gonna hear this till the 11th, but this whole Iran thing kicked off. We woke up to it on Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
And I've been obsessed with staying up to date with this news ever since. I cannot get away from it.
Is it the news or is it the memes? You know, because there's been funny memes on both sides.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But is it the news or the memes that you've been into?
Both.
For me, it's been the memes. They had me laughing so much.
Yeah.
Regardless of which side you fall, we shouldn't be doing this. We should be whatever. The fact that the average American has so much time and ability on the internet and the freedom to use AI, they are making some of the funniest stuff out there. Whether it's making fun of Donald Trump, making fun of the former supreme leader,
You
not
see-
so supreme leader.
You got smacked by. Yeah. Did you see that one?
Yes.
Uh,
They get yeah.
some of these are like borderline sketchy.
Yeah,
Like
they
that's
are.
a little. I mean, it's funny, but
It's
it's a little.
hilarious.
It's a little sketch.
Well, and if you come from the military sense of humor, which nothing is off limits, it's all funny, then it's really funny to you. The one I think that has been really pretty hilarious lately is the picture of these middle-aged males. One of them's got like blue jean shorts on, and Atlanta Braves baseball shirt or baseball hat. Other guy's drinking a Diet Coke or something, and it's like OIF, OEF veterans watching this all unfold, saying, "Put me back in the fight, coach."
As they limp to the bathroom.
Yeah, as they're holding their back, and they're like, "Oh,
That's a real thing.
it is, man."
We're old. How old are you going to be?
I'm about 25.
Times two. We got a range, Matty B, somewhere.
I'd say I'm older than 25 since I have a child older than that.
Man, I tell
I'm
you
gonna be
what.
52.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Good for you. I tell you what. How long have we known him now, Matty B? Like, no, personally, well known him. I'd say a year. No, a year and a half, because we did the fall small group. Remember?
We did 2 semester groups, right?
Yeah, we did fall, spring, fall. This will be spring, I think, because we did Corinthians, Romans, and whatever one we did. I don't remember. But man, I'll tell you, I've known you now well. I've known you for a year and a half, pretty good. For a year, really well, and I'm really happy to know you, man. We went around the sun as 3 a.m. friends at least one time.
We did.
And
I'm happy to know you guys.
You add value to our lives. Would you agree? So we appreciate you, man.
Thanks, man.
So happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
But that wasn't meant to be sappy. That's just being real. That's how you can be real with the dudes. You don't have to be a wuss about it. You don't have to get no free zones or, this ain't none of that junk.
That's right.
But we love that guy. That was a good episode, by the way. Those 2 guys.
Oh, that was a great episode. It's
came
always fun having those guys.
I want them on more.
Yeah, they're
That's
fun
Christian
to have
and
on.
Dan from 11th Hour Alliance.
Christian and Dan are solid dudes. It's always a good episode when we bring them in. They always bring in something to get us really fired up.
Yeah,
They don't come light. They come heavy.
They're really quality men. They are great partners in this whole evolution.
They really are. But let's get back to Iran. Here's something I find really interesting, right? Think about this. Vietnam was one of the big things about the Vietnam War is it was the first one televised, right? This is the first.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first war AI'd.
Oh, valid.
So I'm seeing what looks like legitimate filming
valid.
of missiles going into the side of the USS Abraham Lincoln.
I landed on that ship, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah, in flight school.
I got a question about that. Let's put a pin in that, Matty. The interesting thing is, as I watch it, after the missiles hit the ship, I'm thinking, "Oh, Iran's done. If they hit the Abraham Lincoln, we're going to turn that entire country, all that sand to glass, and we're just going to go look down at our oil. That's what we're going to do to that country. You don't get to mess with Navy ships."
No.
And I don't know why that is. Being a foot soldier on the ground, I've always known my entire career that I am worth markedly less than a U.S. Navy vessel.
Yeah, you're right.
The government.
Oh, it crashed! Much like the ship.
We were doing so
Toast.
good. It didn't matter.
I knew it wasn't going to last.
It doesn't matter.
He's a
Anyway,
mess right now.
the
You're a
point
mess.
is-
catching books, things are flying. But you're right.
The more I
We're
look at
not worth
that-
as much as that ship.
Right.
We're
the-
not a strategic
But
asset.
the more I watch that video, I watch the end of it, I'm like, it looks like a video game now. It was real for a second, and then it looked clownish.
Yeah. Mhm.
This is AI. So then I started watching a bunch of different things coming out, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Half of this stuff is not even remotely true. So now, much like Vietnam was the first one televised, this is the first one that anybody out there can weave their own propaganda into, more so than just one country trying to spin their
You've got to
narrative.
have discernment. You've got to have it.
You've got to have discernment.
The other thing they're doing is creating like they're
Yeah.
post farming engagement. They're farming posts, and the bots are doing. You know about this in your world, but you can see how the bots are creating it because they're just recreating other posts and just spinning it in a way they want. But for example, like there's a see more button, which means like expand, but you know it's created by a bot if you click the see more, and it's not actually it's just a dead link.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just part of the script. It's not an actually expand this. It's just part of the whole original post. It doesn't really work like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
And so
it's
I'm like,
interesting.
man, like that's a small indicator that like there's over half of my. So that's what I did for the first time ever. It was there's 2 things on X, Twitter. whatever, which is the primary source of social media that I spend my time on, but for news things outside of that's where it is. And so when you go on there on the mobile app, there's two options. There's a tab that says For You, and there's a tab that says Following. So the For You is stuff it thinks you'll like plus what you follow. The Following is only things from people that you follow, right?
Got it.
On the first one, for the first time ever, which is where I've lived since I've had Twitter, it hasn't been a long time, a couple years, 3, 4, but and the For You is that letting them tell me what they think will be useful, and it's usually really good. And as you're building your accounts up, you're follow that, don't follow this, whatever. For the first time ever, I said I'm so sick and tired of having to filter through AI bots on this junk.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Following. So the only thing I'm reading, which is unhealthy to some degree,
Sure,
because I like the other side because it'll give me some balanced.
Yeah.
Whereas I've got to purposely follow the other ones I want to balance out my actual people I like, you know?
Yeah. Well,
So I went to the For You Following and just started reading only what I have engaged with.
Well, for me, I got to be honest. I'm gonna really show my Gen X here.
Our kids would say Gen Extra.
Yeah, yeah. The only
extra.
social media I'm really on is Facebook, and I'll tell you why. I'm afraid if I get Instagram or X,
That's a genius move, by the
I
way,
will
what you just did.
I will never get off of that.
Yeah,
thing,
I don't have Instagram except for the
So-
dog. Jet has her Instagram.
as she should. But for me, mine is really funny because I have a lot of military friends on there that really have very twisted sense of humor. But then I've got friends.
On my phone, I was going to show you something.
Then I've got friends from when I trained that dog at regional theater, and I managed there for a while, helping them out in a pinch. So I've got a wildly different view
and those
on
people's
life.
those people's comedic takes are not similar.
And yeah, that compared to the Army and the military, you're getting a very different view. Then I've got a bunch of friends from work who are all over the page with how they feel politically or
Whatever.
about war or whatever. And then I've got friends from high school and college that are all over the place as well. So I get this really interesting mix of pro this, anti that, pro this, anti that. It's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah. My friends I've filtered to which I don't really like. I either unsubscribe from their feed or whatever for the ones that are like, I just got tired of reading it. On either side.
Yeah, some of them just they begin to think they're like their social media posts give them some kind of moral hierarchy or elevation.
Yeah.
If they just say, I stand with France. They've never done anything to stand with France. There was a shooting
Stand
there.
with everyone. Who
Yeah.
don't you stand for?
Yeah. I'm like, what do you know about France or whatever? It was in the news, so now you stand with them, or maybe it's Ukraine or whatever. It's like, come on, dude.
So I generally have those types of discussions. Well, let me follow a thought. So there's the military thing you said about your friends and all that. I saw a meme the other day or whatever that said there's at least one military friend which you send jokes to that you would send to nobody else.
Oh, yeah.
And they always laugh.
Yeah.
And I have done that, and I'm like, I sent it to that one guy, and he sends me things that are risque, and I send him, I'm like, but it's funny, and that's just the relationship we've always had.
Yeah.
And so there's always that one guy, that you're like, or a couple maybe like, I can send some stuff to them, and I'm safe here.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll tell you the other thing. I have a couple close friends. One of them's regular Rob, and another one of them goes to this church. We'll call him Big G. It's actually what we do call him, Big G. And we were having a pretty good heated discussion. That's actually the group that I texted at dinner when you brought that other point up about this whole Iran thing. I'm like, oh, that's a genius move. Because we've been, not that we're disagreeing, it's one of those, here's the thing about guys, Josh. Men, I think, can argue, and I don't know if women can do this. We can have a brawl out, all out brawl out on a topic and just discuss, debate, argue about it, and be belittling, mean, go for each other's throats. And then when we're done, we're like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Let's go golf. Right?
Or the next time you see him, you don't even care or remember it.
You forgot you even
Doesn't
had a
even
conversation.
matter.
So we're having, it wasn't that like aggressive, but we're having one of those like 3 separate opinions on this whole Iran thing. And
Put me in that feed.
here's the biblical.
I will lay somebody out with my opinions on this.
Well, you're fixing to, because I'm going to tell you what came up today. And
Let's
he
hear it.
said, so here was the take. And this will be how we, I hope, transition from this into Solomon here in a minute. Because tonight's episode is finishing Solomon, the temple building. Very nice. Here's what one of them said. Like, the question is like, the argument was like, why are we always in support of Israel? Okay. And I said, look, they're a dude. They're one of our dudes. I said, either with the two of you, I said, if you got into a brawl, I would come to your aid no matter what.
Yeah.
And then the guys points out rightly, he's like, well, then why are you always getting into a brawl? you know, you're like drawing your friends in. But here's what he said. But here's the thing. Where do we fall on how does like Israel, where it stands today, as it relates to Genesis 12? And I was like, that's a good question. And here's the verse from Genesis 12. He says, so Genesis 12 starts out with, now the Lord said to Abram, later Abraham, go from your country and your kindred and your father's house to the land that I will show you, and I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great, so that you will be a blessing. Now this is the verse 3. I will bless those who bless you, and him who dishonors you I will curse. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed. How does that tie in? I have an opinion, but I want yours. How does that tie into Israel, modern day, and Christians, and our requirement to work together, or how does that fit into our relationship with the nation state of Israel, Josh?
Well, at face value.
Now today, and this was with talking to Abraham, right?
Yeah. So at face value, one might say, listen, that's Israel he's talking to. Everything else lines up. Isaac and Ishmael, the father of basically where Islam splits off from Christianity.
That is the moment.
They're on board with Christianity.
That was one of the memes I saw this week
about
old Ishmael.
Yeah.
And listening to Sarah. That was the back half. Should have never listened to his wife.
Adam had the same problem.
I know it.
So it splits off. They have a real issue that Ishmael was the rightful heir, and that's where they believe Christianity went wrong. Israel is the nation who feels Isaac.
Through the blessing.
Right, through the blessing. And they are a little bitty sovereign nation that believes this, with all of their neighboring countries who openly say death to them. They want them wiped out. Right. No mercy, no forgiveness, just annihilation from the river to the sea is what we've heard some say recently. So you would read that and say, I will bless those who bless you, meaning if we want to be blessed, we would take care of them.
I agree. At what point though, is it like Jesus came, prophecy fulfilled, the Jews now have an obligation to listen to their own prophecy and haven't? Is there a split there? Are we the blessing? They've lost it, or is both blessed? Because like originally it was Israel, but like at some point the temple came down, and we've now moved on. Your prophecy has been fulfilled, and so that's where the discussion was.
And I think they
are still a blessed nation or not? Does the blessing go to the Christians? Because that's an extension or a carry on, right?
Well, let me just ask you this.
Says not all will believe.
Let me ask you this. If you were going to move there permanently to that part of the world, would you rather live in Iran, Lebanon, Saudi, or Israel?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
I'd grab a helmet, first of all.
Yes.
And a mouthpiece, body armor. I'd probably pick Saudi Arabia. Honestly.
Yeah.
That's what I'd pick. Israel and Iran are fighting. Saudi's a strong Sunni country.
Yeah, okay. I understand.
Lebanon, no shot. Never.
No. I would say most of those countries, I would feel more comfortable day to day living in Israel.
Okay, fair enough.
I get the Saudi, I get the UAE piece, maybe living over there. Yeah, sure, I've been there. It'd be fine.
Now that I understand your question, I get what you're saying. Israel's a good choice.
I'm never going to Iran. No. They don't want me.
Well, maybe. 1975 Iran? Maybe. 2035 Iran? We'll see.
We'll see. I mean, if this goes well for our nation and for the nation of Israel, it's possible we could be vacationing in Iran. We could be vacationing in Venezuela. We might even be able to vacation in Minnesota one day.
This is the type of vacation you'd send your mother-in-law on, not me.
Woo. Woo.
Yours, I didn't say mine.
No,
She's
but
been
so
good
that's
to
where I
us.
would fall on it. I would say I'm still gonna say that God's the same today, yesterday, today, and forever. Those are still His people. Yes. Are they wayward in some degrees? Yeah, absolutely. I'm still gonna err on the side of caution here and back Israel.
Right.
Do I think Israel does everything right? No. Do I think Bibi Netanyahu is the end all be all to everything good? No.
Are
not
they still the
absolutely.
blessed nation, or is it Christians now?
Well, okay. So are you trying to say? Okay, I do think they are a blessed nation.
They were, but
think
now
they
that
still
prophecy has
are.
been fulfilled, does it branch off? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Israel, I don't know.
But aside from all that, I would say, hey, there are 3
Again, we're
a.m.
not
friends.
pastors. We can get this wrong.
I do say, aside from that, put that aside for a second. They have always been a 3 a.m. friend. And it's kind of like there's a few that I'm going to go, look, I don't even care why he's wrong. If he's fighting, I'm fighting.
That's what my point earlier was to them.
I don't
Exactly
care.
right. Yeah, I almost don't care.
I got a few friends.
The boys need some help.
We've been friends that long. All he's got to do is say, hey, get your boots on. We're going. Like, all right. I don't necessarily love it, but
Yeah, I don't love it
we're
either.
probably
but
throwing some
they're
fits.
surrounded by. It's like having a guy who's
Yeah.
surrounded by neighbors who hate him, and we fundamentally believe that our friend isn't in the wrong.
Right. And
Sometimes he makes some crazy choices,
sure.
but he's a brother. And when do you abandon your brother? You don't.
And,
I mean, we as a Christian
and they're
nation,
the
a
underdog
Christian,
too. I'm a sucker for an underdog.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. And as Christians, like we better lean back and lean into supporting the place we came from.
Yeah.
Because that's our people, right? That's where Jesus came from.
Well, and here's the other part of that, and I think it's probably where you were going. The other part of that conversation is, do you think that we decided to join in with our missiles and our airstrikes only for their benefit?
No.
I would submit to you that we had a list of ulterior motives that made it work out well for us.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's a great point.
Because we're going to make sure we get some out of this. But
Speaking of getting something out of this, that may have been nothing for the viewership and content-wise, so let's let them get something out of this.
let's
And
try.
we'll try to get to Solomon, which we'll try to finish up. But the other thing, let's try to have our Facebook friends get something out of this. We're going to try something for the first time
We're
ever.
doing it. We're doing it.
I'm going to, again, paint the picture. 8 books stacked up, cup. I'll shed the picture. Cup. A duct tape roll on the cup.
Old duct tape.
Very
Very sticky.
sticky. And my phone, which has fallen 3 times. Matty B caught half the books twice. He said it twice. Sorry, twice. Once, it fell. It was obvious. Did we go live yet with this thing? Go ahead. Go live. Do the thing. 2, 1. All right. So now we're on Facebook Live. We're not on the Choice Podcast show or the Choice Podcast Facebook page. And so hopefully for you viewers who are dialing in, when people jump in, Matty B, let us know. Give us like a hand signal or something. We'll probably do this for 5 minutes, 4
Yeah, we'll
minutes.
see. If we get a lot of action here, we'll just stay in it. I mean, we just got finished talking about current events overseas. For those of you who are now Facebook Live with us, we've been talking about Iran,
Yeah.
whether we back Israel just because of
Not contentious conversation, but it's just
it's
questions
interesting.
and
It's
informative. Yeah,
interesting.
interesting.
And it's
so
interesting people's take and how divisive they can get. And we've said this before, and I think it's because in 2026, people have traded their religion in for politics and made politics their religion. Now they can't
That's
be
pretty
wrong
good.
for anything.
yeah,
You know,
they've
you
backed themselves into a corner.
Yeah, like I believe this so much with everything I am. There's no way you can be right. And if I think you are, we can't be friends.
that's the problem, and that's what argument
It's an
is.
unhealthy problem.
It's super unhealthy, and I'd say, this is why we're going Facebook Live. We'll give you a few minutes of a little sneak peek into the podcast and how we work. You can see a mess. Welcome to the show, by the way.
This is how it
We
normally
ate banana
operates.
bread earlier.
Mine's gone.
We have dog bones there. You might not be able to see them.
We've eaten that.
Jeans. This is for our friends on Facebook. A little sneak peek into the podcast mess. There's a T-shirt there. Josh gave me some chocolates that we found in the
We
closet.
always got coffee.
They found, yeah.
Coffee's always brewing in the back corner.
Yep, back corner. And we got this seat and that seat for friends later. And so we just thought, first of all, if you followed us, it's been in the last 60 days. We just said we came out of Facebook purgatory, which means we got one guy following us. Good to see you and have you on board. They'll watch more later. Thumbs up, welcome. But yeah, and so welcome in. This is a kind of a, hey, thanks for joining us. Thanks for following us. Little sneak peek, live podcast action. This is episode, what did we say?
66.
66 on a snowy March 2nd evening.
But to our credit, this podcast is maturing quickly because we started
Unlike
off
us.
with yeah,
We're what's a demature? Unmature? Immature.
we're immaturing.
Yeah, we're immature.
We're immaturing quickly. We started off with just audio, historical recordings getting posted, but then we got cameras and we got a little fancy and we rigged them up somehow. Maddie B's got this all worked out. And now we got Facebook Live because you created the Facebook page and we finally lived through the prison, jail, whatever that Facebook requires of you, purgatory. So now we got enough friends, enough followers, and we've been around long enough that we can go Facebook Live. So we're hoping, whoever you are listening, thank you for listening. We hope you send in some questions, call us out, whatever.
Comment on there live if you want.
We'd
Maddie
love-
B can read it if
we'd
it
love-
doesn't crash
Yeah.
his Tower of Babel. Hey, so we're trying to give you a few minutes here of not Genesis 11, that is Tower of Babel, of Solomon, which is First Kings. And
First
so
Kings.
let's do that real quick. So we've already covered Solomon, Josh. We've already established
Who
we
he
got
is
two,
and-
doubled our followership. We have two now. Welcome in. And
If
so
we keep growing by doubles, man.
doubling up. Well, good to have you guys.
Yeah, welcome.
So we've already established Solomon. He was the son of Bathsheba and David, okay? Not the
Yes.
first, the second. And to save you that story, go back in a couple episodes and listen to it. You'll get the background on him. But ultimately, a overview on Solomon, the king, is who, Josh? Give me an overview. Who he is, what he done, what's he known for?
Well, he really came from a humble beginning. He comes in, I should say.
Born to a king.
Born to a king, not really humble. Born to King David. But his faith was out of humility.
That's valid.
He asks God for wisdom
Yeah.
above
He could have
righteousness.
asked for anything. He
or
said, ask
above
for anything and I'll
riches.
give it to you.
Yeah, and he says, I just want wisdom because I want to lead your people well.
That's it.
Which, so not out of humble beginnings, out of humility. I should have said humble beginnings and see who'd have caught that besides you. But,
Personally humble.
last time you threw an unknown question at me like this, you said, who wrote Romans? And I said, I think he was a Roman guy.
Rom?
Just finished teaching Romans
Rome?
with you.
Yeah.
So,
That was the
I
first
don't-
one we did.
I don't do well with surprise questions, clearly, or I just don't know what I'm talking about half the time, which is also possibly true.
Yeah, well,
but he became a great king, known for his wisdom. He amassed what's arguably the most wealth any nation's ever seen.
Yep, most wealth. And that's what he said. He had,
Incredible.
we could go into all that wealth
I mean-
junk. That's Ecclesiastes, and we'll get to there later, a level 2 preview. But essentially, wisest man who's ever lived. He wrote Proverbs, which is a
Yep.
31. It's a great, go read Proverbs. You can do one a day in a 31-day month. It'll enrich your life.
31 chapters, 31 days in a month. Knock it out.
Some Psalms, I think he wrote. Not all of them. And also Ecclesiastes, potentially, is what we think.
Yep, potentially parts of Ecclesiastes.
And Song of Solomon.
Yeah.
He wrote a bunch of things, wisest man who ever lived. And so tonight what we're going to talk about is, and to just reiterate what Josh said, he was asked early on in his kingship about, name one, you're a faithful servant, name one thing that you want and I will give it to you, that God appeared to. The Lord appeared to Solomon. And Solomon says, look, I love David. I love you. I'm here because of David only. We talked about the axe thing, right? I'm not worth it. I'm but a child. but your people are so great you can't even number them. Just give me the wisdom to discern from good and evil. And that's Solomon's prayer
Right.
to the Lord. That's incredible. And so now we're to the point where he's moving past that, and we're going to talk about his temple building tonight. And so
Okay.
what's the first thing he does? So the first thing he does, I actually made a list. So here's the temple, Josh, and we could talk about any of this in whatever order you want. I think we saved the prayer thing because I got a point on that at the end. But in building the temple, here's the phases he went through according to the themes of 1 Kings. Prep, that's a big thing. There's
Sure.
there's the manly connotations there.
There
Then
it
he built
is.
the temple. Then he built his house. Then his palace. Then he furnished it. Then when he was done with everything, that's when he brought in the ark and not before. Okay. Then he had a prayer dedication, which I asterisk, star, whatever, because I think there's some really, I want to bring some up to you that people, I don't know if people realize or see when they read that prayer.
Bring
They
it up.
might. I think it's great. And then he did sacrifice. And then guess what the last thing happens is? The Lord appears to him for a second time. And then he blesses what he's done, and he warns him about what not to do, which we always know how that goes. So we can get into that. All right. Prep, temple, house, palace, furnish, ark, prayer, sacrifice, Lord appears. Which one of those, Josh, do you want to get into with our viewers here on Facebook before we cut off and we continue on with the podcast? Prep, temple. This is in this order. He prepped it with Hiram, remember, king of Tyre. Temple, built the house, built the palace, furnished it, then brought in the ark. Then he prayed over it, sacrificed, then the Lord appeared.
The ones I like best are prep, prayed over it, sacrificed.
Let's do prep then. It's the
Let's
first
do
one.
prep. I like it. There's a lot you can pull from that.
Yeah, what's your take on the prep?
Well, I mean, I think regardless of what you're doing, prep work's required. You know, you can't do anything without proper prep. That's where I'm going with it.
Yep.
Whatever
This
that
is
is,
1 Kings 5.
if it's your faith, if it's the way you're leading your family, the way you're raising your children, whether it's a career, the prep work's required if you're going to be successful at it.
Yeah, I think that's obviously right. And here's the thing about Solomon, the way he did it though, and this is good for the fellas. He's the wise. He asked for wisdom, discernment between good and evil, but he already knows right away. He's like, I can't do this with what I'm in charge of. And so the first thing Solomon does is he reaches out to his network. Okay. And so
Yeah.
he starts bringing things in. The first person, and he talks about, is Hiram, king of Tyre.
Yeah.
And those two, because Solomon's like, look, I can't do this without those cedars up there. And so he sends word out to Hiram, who has these great forests, and he energizes the network. He's like, who do I know, and who has what, and how can we work together to make this thing happen? And Hiram benefits, Solomon benefits. So Solomon gets like the wood he needs from the forests, right?
Right.
And Hiram gets like 20 cities or something. Later on, they gave him 20 cities, and he's like, oh, this is it. But then he fixes it. He makes it better somehow. I don't remember the details on that portion. But so Hiram gets some cities, we get some trees, and we're good. Like, let's reach out to the network and do some dude things, and
Yep.
let's get this done, right? So I think that's like probably prep-wise, number one. Just like exercise your network, fellas. And the second one here, and this is the other point with the prep, this and how we can apply this today is he preps the battlefield in doing this. So what's the ultimate end to this endeavor? What's he trying to do, and why is he building and preparing to build the temple,
A
Josh?
place for the ark.
Bingo. And I think that applies to fellas today. And so I think that's my buddy Ty that came in. It is. What's up, man? We'll be right there. So you fellas today, like, how does this apply? It's like, look, I'm looking at 20-something-year-olds now, like Maddie B behind the Facebook camera, and it's like, hey, look, before you go getting a wife, before you go having your kids.
Sorry, we got an important update from Facebook Live.
Oh, yeah? It's sideways? Fix it, Matt!
I don't think I can rotate the camera.
Just do it 90 degrees. See if it does anything. Did that help?
No.
There
Here,
we-
I'll just focus on whoever's talking.
There
Oh,
we
well. All right. Yeah. And so for the fellas, it's like before you go getting yourself a wife, before you go having your big families, you probably ought to have a place for them to stay, right? And it probably ought not to be at your
And
parents' house.
you ought to have a job before you come lurking around my house talking to my daughters.
Hey, you ain't lying there either.
You know,
And so this
you
one's
gotta
like,
know you can feed her.
this is like get your stuff right before you get to the business. And like Solomon's example is go out, get your network, get a job, build your house or get a house, have a place for them to stay, lay the groundwork and
Yeah.
the foundation so that these aren't things you're worried about.
He's building a house that's going to stand. And that's the thing. It requires prep work. Anything you do.
The other reason he built this thing was for who? That old gal from Egypt,
There you go.
Pharaoh's daughter. Remember that?
Pharaoh's daughter, yep.
And
Well, it ended up being for a lot of them daughters, but
yeah, and that's a whole different story. Like, hey, remember we said in old Joshua, don't be going marry none of them other religions. They're going to bring other gods in and idols, and it's going to go poorly.
yep.
It went poorly. But yeah, that's
It
the
did.
whole, I think that's one of the main takeaways. And this is where we'll finish it off. It's like, fellas, I'm looking at you now on Facebook. Get your stuff right before you invite in the wife, right? You got to get right in the life before you get right in the wife. Does that work?
There you go. It works.
How about that? All right. So get your house, get your job, get your stuff ready, and then you can worry about bringing in a godly woman
There you go.
so that you can focus on the right things. Then. You know what I'm saying?
That's absolutely right.
All right. Well,
And it's applicable today.
it is applicable today, I think. And so Facebook, thanks for joining us for the first sideways, I guess, time on Facebook Live. I hope you get something out of this, enjoyed it. We'll do more of these. We'll be back at you, Josh. You'll say goodbye?
Thanks, guys. Y'all tune in, send your questions. Let us know if we're sideways or if some of our information is. And check us out again.
See ya. All right. Podcast. We're back. Let's
We're
bring in
back.
our friend Ty
come
over
on in,
here.
Ty. Come on in.
Welcome,
Here we
Ty.
go.
Have a seat. You're live, by the way. Not live, actually, but the cameras are rolling. We're in the middle of an episode. We get bonus time.
Yeah.
So here, go ahead and grab that real quick.
You guys are gonna have to school me up on
Oh, we're fixing to.
So now everybody will get the 2-second class here. So these are noise canceling mics. So you got to be real close. And if you turn your head at all, you'll start to drift off and they won't hear a word you're saying. So just know if you're talking, you got to kind of be up in the business.
Got it.
But,
There you are. Well,
I'm
welcome,
in.
man.
Let's go.
He's in. He's freshly shaven, and he'll cut that out if he feels like it. We'll see. But we're in the. So we got bonus time with our friend Ty. We were expecting
Yeah.
him for 2. We started late. He's here for number 1. We ain't even got to
we
2
were pretty
yet.
late. We went Facebook Live for the first time.
If you're on time, you're late.
There you go.
Ooh.
If you're on time, you're late.
That's right.
He's well. You.
That's right.
Lieutenant Colonel Albright gave me a time hack. I was
He was right
on
on.
target and ready. So
There you go.
yeah,
Rock and roll. And so hopefully our first reel it tanked, but it's on there. We did it, and we'll get it better next time. It's sideways
It
or
doesn't
whatever. But we got our friend Ty here. We're gonna save. We were in the middle. We're gonna save your intro for the next episode because
we'll just-
his buy-in questions.
Yeah.
And here's why. He's already gotten the buy-in questions.
He did. It was
And
interesting.
in the secret
Unfortunate,
episode, the secret episode
That
that
will never
I'll
see
just
the light
tell
of
you,
day.
I'll just tell you, in the commute here to CBC, something came to me, right? And what I realized as I
this gonna
have
be
I think I know where he's
controversial?
going.
as I have said before, although Matty B, we didn't get it.
I know
right?
where he's
Like,
going.
But let me. This is something that's interesting, and I'd love to get a poll from everyone here that's a listener, because I am, as said before, longtime listener, first time caller, right? But I've noticed something, that you guys have deliberate targets to your guests, but you seem to escape attack. Somehow, some way, like the both of you escape attack. And so Josh, I'll go ahead and tell you,
Okay.
I got direct fire aimed right at you. I got you because it's I'm just trying to decide, do I save it?
I think-
Because Albright, yeah. So
No, we'll make the next one controversial because we got a controversial intro besides that.
Albright knows I got him. Like I can
thought-
get him.
Shoot,
I thought
shoot
where
away.
you were going was we've called you onto the podcast specifically
Oh, for one question. And I
After,
know.
after
We ain't
Maduro,
starting there. We got to finish Solomon.
and then specifically after Iran.
Oh, well,
Isn't that interesting?
that is actually
that is interesting.
very interesting.
That's where I thought you were going. I wrote it down. I'm like, I bet that's-
He's our terrorist.
yeah.
He's the enemy.
I'm in bed.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
ready for the fire. It doesn't matter.
I think it's a good point. I just don't know when you want to get to it.
I do want to start with it. I want to start
Let's
with it
start
next time.
episode.
Yeah.
We got to wrap. We got 16 minutes to wrap up Solomon, and I think I can do it.
Go
Here's
for
the
it.
question. Solomon starts off pretty great. He's born son of David, King David. He rises to power after David dies. David dies, Solomon enters the throne. Young man, I think their historians expect him about 18 years old when he takes the
Ah,
throne.
I don't remember that.
He prays for wisdom.
Yes, he does.
Pretty humble. Young man leading God's people, prays for wisdom.
His wisdom.
There we go. Because he
Wisdom.
wants to lead God's people well. All this is great. He amasses great riches politically and internationally outside of his kingdom, wildly successful. He brings in the temple, a place for the ark to reside, and then he starts bringing in the ladies. And that's kind of where he has a downfall.
700 wives.
Now, keep in mind, 300 concubines, 1,000 women. The dude, I don't know, whatever. He was warned. He did it anyway. You get what you get. You don't throw a fit, right? Whatever. But then there's his demise, right? He's bringing in women who are worshiping foreign gods.
That's it. That's the one.
So he starts letting in these women who are not honoring the Lord. They're honoring other false gods. And he starts dabbling in this, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. He's a dabbler.
And I was okay with it. I wasn't going to laugh, but now I am. Ty laughs. So now I was like, laughing's okay at that. I'm good. I'm laughing then.
This is why I can't trust him as a friend.
Or I do
dabbler.
So let's just look at where he is at his death. That's where I want to pick up, Eric.
Oh, you want to go into death thing?
And then I want to have a question about that.
Can I don't. Okay. I definitely want to hit ark and prayer.
Go ahead. You hit
Before
that.
we finish, let's come back to that, though.
All right.
His death.
Go for it. Where's his death highlighted?
Somewhere in 11. I think it's 11.
Is it 11?
That's the end of him. Yep. He's toast.
Oh.
The Lord raises adversaries. Solomon turns from the Lord in 11. It's the least by 12. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's where it is. It's the end of 11.
Okay. So here's my question. Yep.
And Solomon slept with his fathers and was buried in the city of David. It's verse 43
Yeah.
of 11. It's the last verse in chapter 11.
Here's my
Page
question.
619.
With all of that, I love it. Thank you.
Doesn't help us.
I love that.
Worthless
That's funny.
knowledge.
I love it. So is Solomon in heaven?
Ooh, that's your question?
Yeah.
I am not smart enough to answer this whole. Yes, but I'm not smart enough to answer this whole. What if you're pre-Jesus, post-Jesus, heaven thing? I'm not that smart. We can make something up. It would be pure on my end. It would be pure speculation. You guys may know something more on that.
That's
than me.
that's some pretty deep
really-
theological research.
Yeah. And
Yeah. We don't have America's favorite pastor here. I think he's abandoned us.
I'm going to say, oh, yeah. America's favorite pastor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's yeah. Has he been dodging?
We've strayed too far. Yeah, he's a Dodger.
Hmm.
He's a Dodger.
You're a diddler.
No. Oh, dabbler. What are you talking about? This has gotten stupid. A diddler.
I think he's in heaven.
He has to
I
be.
think he is.
Well, here's why. Because,
Early
here's...
on.
Oh, boy. Go back to the Transfiguration. Who's there, Josh? Moses, Elijah. Remember that?
Yes.
And I think that was it. Jesus, Moses, and Elijah. Am I missing anybody? I think that was the three. I mean, so clearly, and he's the father. Like he said, I wasn't Abraham's father. I am his father. Still today. Very specific language. But I do want to talk about. Are you ready to move on? You want to hang out there for a second?
Go ahead.
We got
I'll
about
circle
10 minutes.
back.
So there's two other points in this Solomon story that I think are really poignant. One is the ark. He doesn't bring, we said this a little bit ago, alluded to it. He doesn't bring the ark in until he's finished with the temple. So the whole point of that is, the takeaway there, Matty B, is get your stuff right. I said this earlier on the Facebook thing and on the podcast, is to get your business right before you bring something in, and like before you end that chapter, right?
Make sure your house is ready for guests.
That's way better than I could have said it. That's exactly right. Get your house ready before you invite in the guests. And then he makes the house for the Lord. But here's the thing. Here's the takeaway, Josh. And this is going to tie back to the first thing Solomon does, which we mentioned already. He prays for wisdom. My man Solomon, okay, what does he do when he puts the ark and invites God? Remember, a cloud was in the temple covering the ark, so much so that they couldn't even see. They had to get him out of there. The priests I'm talking about. So the Lord's presence was there. And you know what his prayer was for? And here's some of the highlight lines. If a man sins against his neighbor and is made to take an oath and comes and swears his oath before the altar in his house, then hear in heaven and act and judge your servants. When your people of Israel are defeated before the enemy because they have sinned against you, if they turn against you and they come here and pray and plead with you in this house, hear them and forgive their sin. Right? When heaven shut up and there's no rain because they have sinned against you, if they pray towards this place and acknowledge your name, when you afflict them, then hear in heaven in this temple and forgive them. And he does this over like 6 more times. And he says, look, I've built the house. I've brought you into it. But I didn't bring you in here for all the fame. Once again, I didn't bring you in here for the fame, glory, and accolades. My prayer in building and bringing you in this house and leading your people is that now they, not I, they will have a place to go when they sin, and you can hear their prayer. That's it, Josh.
Yeah.
The man's a servant leader.
Yep.
That's Solomon from the beginning.
Solid.
Ooh, solid Solomon. That's it. All right. So I think that's the takeaway here is like the dude preps the temple, gets his house right before he invites guests. Well done, Matty B. Then when he brings in the ark and brings in the guests, he's like, look, I'm doing this not for my accolades, but so you can have a place to go and you use it for your benefit, right? That's like anybody's blessed with a house or an apartment. Have your community groups, have your studies, have the dudes, have the ladies over, and use it as an opportunity to spread the gospel, right? On fellowship in his name. Then he sacrifices, which is fine. But then Lord appears to him last, and this is where we'll probably leave it. He blesses his efforts. And then the last thing he says is this. He's like, I'm warning you. But if you, this is verse 6 of chapter 9, 1 Kings 9. But if you turn aside from following me, you or your children, and do not keep my commandments and my statutes that I have set before you, but go and serve other gods and worship them, then I will cut off Israel from the land that I have given them. And the house that I have consecrated for my name, I will cast out of my sight, and Israel will become a proverb and a byword among all peoples. And that's it. Because what happens next?
I have my answer.
Go for it. How are we finishing this thing, Josh? You had a good question at the end.
2 Samuel 7 says, I will be to him a father, and he shall be to me a son. And when he commits iniquities... Talking about Solomon.
Yep. And this is the immediate book preceding 1 Kings.
I will discipline him with the rod of men and with the stripes of the Son of Men, but my steadfast love will not depart from him. I think he's in heaven.
Yeah.
It wasn't a gotcha question. I had to actually look it up.
Yeah.
But I was thinking that, like, in that whole vein of, that's a whole other podcast one day, can you lose your salvation type thing, that whole vein of thought maybe, as this guy clearly is hooked up. He knows the Lord. He has great, wild success, unmatched riches, and then blows it by hooking up with 700 wives, 300 concubines, women of different belief faiths.
I couldn't keep up with all that.
No.
I'm serious.
No way.
I don't know how he did that.
No way.
That's ridiculous.
That's 1,000.
But isn't there a little bit of foreshadowing right? And granted, I'm late, right?
No, go
Or
ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm
This is good.
early, but I'm
Yeah.
late to this one.
Right, right, right.
So
You said you were on time. That's what I heard.
I am on time. So if you look at the preceding 2 verses, 4 and 5, it's laid out for them. It's totally laid out. And as for
Which
you,
chapter are you in?
same chapter.
Oh, okay.
So 9, verse 4 and 5 going into it. If you guys covered this, I apologize.
No, no,
Go ahead,
like,
go
no,
ahead,
we
go ahead.
didn't.
We
if
kind
you
of-
look at it as those 2 preceding verses to where you started there in verse 6, and as for you, if you will walk before me as David your father walked,
Yeah.
and in integrity of heart
Yep.
and uprightness, doing according to all that I have commanded you and keeping my statutes and my rules, then I will establish your royal throne over Israel forever, as I promised David your father, saying, you shall not lack a man on the throne of Israel.
Yeah.
So like the directions are there.
Yeah.
Like most men, we don't follow directions. We just put
Not
the thing
well.
together, right?
Yeah.
But
And no stupid directions.
right, who's reading that nonsense?
Not
Look,
me.
I
Right?
put things together and the directions have been wrong. And let me tell you, this is your point. It's why we don't follow directions. It's been Christmas Eve night. It's 12 and whatever in the morning. I'm putting things together and it doesn't have the parts that it calls for. Are you kidding me? In the box? Come on.
Conspiracy.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
That was good.
Mattel.
Well, that was a foreshadowing, but go ahead.
No,
Yeah, it
I
was.
just thought it was, I because of my simpleness, I like to look at a couple verses before, a couple verses
Yeah.
after when somebody references it. And as you were saying that, I'm like, wait a minute. He foreshadowed like if,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Like God's speaking to him there in 4 and 5.
Yeah.
He's telling him.
Yeah,
like,
that is part of it. I
if
skipped
you
it.
do, then.
Yeah.
Right? Those if and then statements mean something, right?
That's right.
And like you read enough scripture, it's like, oh, I bet this is not going to go the way because of the if and then. It's probably
That's
not going
right.
to go the way. So
Yeah,
I
and
just thought
that's
that was interesting.
it is
Yeah.
interesting, and that's a little foreshadowing of our good friend Ty. We didn't give him a show name. We will. I actually never mind. But yeah, so that's a little foreshadowing. We're going to be next episode.
Yeah.
And
Come back.
Jump back. Ty's going to be with us for the next 2, which is exciting. And the very next one, he's got rounds. So we're going to be catching. My
He
kids would
claims
say
he has rounds for us.
he said my kids would
I
say
think
you're
they're
catching
coming my way.
strays. I don't think they're stray.
They're coming my way.
I think they're direct
They're direct.
shots.
They're direct.
I probably went a little too
Precise
strong
and
on that.
accurate. Look, if you come out strong, that's okay because you can back it off.
Right.
But you come out weak.
Yeah, you
it's
can't-
hard to go.
You can't go light and then get hard.
No,
It's
you gotta go
hard
heavy
and then
first.
back off.
Yeah, so-
There you go.
Agreed.
Yeah, we covered a lot of ground. We did the first episode where we had Facebook Live in the middle. We hope you all enjoed that too. We'll find
Even though
out
we're
by the
sideways.
fact that nobody watches.
I got
that's
more
fine.
messages. We're sideways. My wife as well.
Sideways. What does that mean?
It was this when it should have been this. So on their screen, as they're looking at it, we're on this.
If they just do a screen lock and tilt it, they're fine.
There you go.
Matty B.
Yeah, I missed the thing where it said, turn the phone now. You won't be able to rotate it during.
I got your back, Matty B. Just tell them to lock the screen and flip
Yeah.
it. They're good.
Oh,
we
no,
we
that
need
actually
them
is
to
accurate.
support us.
I
some.
would be like, actually, some people lock the screen and flip it. I'll just do this.
No, the worst part was, and I think I made it worse by holding it the whole time and
Yeah.
go, shoom, shoom,
You
shoom,
made it
shoom.
worse?
I think so.
Oh.
Just watch it back at the end. It's just shoom, shoom,
If you thought
shoom,
we were
shoom.
terrible before, we have proven it tonight.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You
Just-
got what you get.
Curse a tie. That's
Curse a
Well,
tie. No.
Hey,
trust
we're
me.
recorded
That's
now.
actually a
At
good
least
It's
it's
a
point.
big
live.
improvement.
Yeah,
this is
everything-
quite an
hear us.
improvement
We didn't get
for
a
us.
single text about any crooked thing, though. He showed up. It ain't the last
point.
one got deleted. All right, we'll be back next episode. We love you guys,
Yep.
Josh. Remember this, friends. Men of the world, they follow trends. Men of the faith, like our good friend Ty. Well, we'll have that determination whether or not how mean he is to us. Follow truth, Josh.
Make your choice.